Hello everyone, welcome to the eGreen project presentation. We're from the University of Canberra, Australia. Team members consist of myself, James,
Charmaine,
and
Donovan.
Our mission, based on the Imagine Cup theme, was UN Millennium Goal number 7, ensure environmental sustainability. And to achieve this, we focused on the problem, the negative environmental impact of supply chain activities, including the production, distribution, consumption, and disposal of consumer-based goods. Throughout the life cycle of consumer goods, waste and other emissions are created. The area that is highlighted is where there is the most awareness. This is the active effect that products have on the environment. The area that is greyed out is the passive effect. Despite the significant impact on the environment on this side of the supply chain, consumers have very little awareness of it. If we, as consumers, have more awareness and change our purchasing decisions based on this, then we are the solution. Some of the current solutions to improve this awareness are energy ratings, gas ratings, water ratings, recyclability ratings, and even manufacturer ratings. So currently, all these rating systems are mostly monitoring the active effect that products have on the environment, with very little focusing on the passive effect on the environment. What's different about our solution is we seek to combine all of these rating systems together and extend upon them further. So now, I'd like to pass over to Donovan to discuss how our solution addresses this.
The main objective of our solution is to empower us as consumers to make purchasing decisions based on the environmental impact of products. And the reason why we want to do this is because we want to help people help the environment. We ran a survey on over 350 people and found that 70% of respondents did not consider the environment when making a purchasing decision, which surprised us. But of that 70%, 80% said if they did have environmental impact information available, it would influence their purchasing decisions. Of the 30% that do consider the environment, 96% said that they would also find this information useful. So it became very clear to us the solution that we had to develop. Now let's have a look at what some consumers had to say.
Excuse me.
Oh, hey.
Hey, when you're making your purchasing decisions, do you consider the environment?
No, not really.
Yep.
I guess if it's obscenely packaged, then yes. Other than that, no.
no.
Only if it's price effective.
If there was some sort of information that was easily available about the environmental impact of the products you buy, do you think this would influence your purchasing decisions?
Yeah, definitely. That'd be useful.
Possibly.
If it's ones I'm going to be using, yes. It would make a difference and I would buy a different product if it was better for the environment.
Yes.
I'd use the system as part of my decision making.
Our system informs us as consumers so we can make a difference. How will our system make this difference? Our system will have a huge impact on the purchasing decisions of consumers. And due to the competitive nature of business, this will put pressure on retailers, which will put pressure on suppliers, which will then put pressure on manufacturers. In effect, a domino effect back up the supply chain, forcing everyone to adopt more environmentally sustainable practices. Our solution is a rating system called eGreen, which covers the entire life cycle of consumer-based goods. It's applied to individual products as well as the purchasing habits of consumers. And it can be available via a website, web service, in-store scanners, sidebar gadget, mobile phone, basically extends to anything that can connect to our services. Now I will hand over to Charmaine, who will do a system demonstration.
So now we're going to give you an end-to-end demonstration of the eGreen system. We'll be tracking a product all the way from when it is manufactured to when it is sold to the consumer in the store. We will also be showing you how the eGreen information is going to be made available to consumers in real time. Hi, I'm Charmaine and I'm an eGreen consumer. Today I'd like to log into the eGreen system to find out my current eGreen rating. I can do this via either the website or my mobile device. But right now, since I'm sitting in front of a laptop and it's running Vista, I'd like to use the Vista sidebar gadget. So I put in my login details. And it seems that today my eGreen rating is 89. Meanwhile, while this is happening on the other side of the world, we've got our manufacturer, James. Since this product has not yet been entered into our system, he has to log into our services to enter it in. So this here is a sample client manufacturer application. In the back end, we are able to import bulk information about products, but right now he's just going to enter this one product into our system. So all he has to do is fill in these fields, just some of the basic information about the product, and that would go into the calculation of the core eGreen rating. So we save this. Now as the product rolls off the production line, each instance of the item is scanned and registered against that product. And now that this product and specific item is in the system, back to the consumer end, we will be able to search for this floating globe to view its core eGreen rating, which is currently 72 and broken down into some basic categories such as carbon emissions, water consumption on the production side, recyclability, and chemical composition. So now we have to get this floating globe into our stores. We've got Donovan here, our distribution manager. He picks the item up from China, and through each checkpoint that he passes on the way to the store, the item is scanned. What this does is it actually talks to our services to update the location of that item, and therefore also update its final eGreen rating based on the checkpoints, the distance between the checkpoints, and what kind of transportation was used to get it there. So now that this specific item, as identified by its RFID, is in the store, the consumer will now be able to search for its final eGreen rating. Search again for the product. So we've got the core eGreen rating of 72 and the final eGreen rating of 70 with just a bit more information on the carbon emission side. So now we've got the floating globe in our stores. And since it was always my dream to have a floating globe of my own, I go over to the store and I've already got a few things at checkout. And I'd also like to purchase this floating globe. So it scans through. And since, as you have seen, I am an eGreen user and I'd like to track my eGreen rating based on my purchases, I also scan through this eGreen user card. So that this eGreen rating here of the total purchase what happens now is that my current eGreen rating will be updated based on the purchase that I make in real time. So I hit purchase and my eGreen rating of 89 drops down to 78. And that concludes our system demonstration. Since the main objective of the system is to integrate and simplify all this information about products, we track and monitor these products all the way throughout its entire life cycle in real time. To maximize interoperability and extendability, we've got the main interface of our system, the XML web services, which various applications make use of to exchange eGreen information. These applications include those that we have just demonstrated and other third-party applications that can be developed. Due to the complexity of the problem that we tackled, we use the power of combining a wide range of software and hardware to develop and integrate the various components of the eGreen system. The applications we have demonstrated use Silverlight and Windows Presentation Foundation to deliver a rich user experience. Applications using other technologies can also be developed to communicate with the eGreen system. For the eGreen system to have global impact and also to increase the effectiveness of our solution, we needed to entice as many users as possible. Because of this, we designed our system with the user in mind. Due to the nature and amount of information that we seek to integrate, we have designed our system to be flexible and extendable, in particular for calculation algorithm tuning, interoperability and integration with other systems, and other feature development ideas.
Also, the translation and integration of existing rating systems into one simple global rating system, eGreen. Thank you for listening to our presentation. We are Team eGreen from the University of Canberra, Australia. And remember, next time you shop eGreen.